Hi skate pals, I'm Elizabeth from GeekGirlSkates. These are my Moxi Lolly roller skates, and I've been skating on these for quite a few years now, and they've really taken a beating. I've used them all over and at the skate park, and they're quite filthy at this point. And now that I have my Bont Park Star skates, which is going to be my main park setup, I'm going to use these for my leisure skates for skating around town and along the seafront. So in this video, I'm going to show you what I'm going to do to clean them up. Right, okay, look at these filthy skates. They are pretty dirty. The first thing I'm going to do is just take off those shoelaces. These were some waxed laces, and they were great when I was park skating. I go through laces like nobody's business, but these ones were waxed, which meant they didn't slip and untie while I was skating, and I felt really nice and secure in them. But we're going for a different look with these skates and for a different purpose, so I do not need wax laces anymore. So I'm going to get those laces off. Okay, so next step is to take the toe stops off and remove the toe guards. These started off sparkly, but they are not sparkly anymore. I'm really just stripping these skates completely back. So I'm taking off my disco blocks. I'm going to take the wheels off, and I'm just going to take off all the bits and pieces. So I'm literally just left with the boot with the plate, and not even any trucks on. Right, okay, let's just do a quick inspection here. As you can see, the outside of the boots is really dirty, especially on my left skate. When I fall on ramps, I usually fall to the left, and it's usually on the outside of my left foot. Looking at the toes, so they've been covered up for the most part, but I've got some weird gunk going on the plastic sole. The inside of the boots actually aren't too bad, and I'm really surprised about that. But I don't usually fall on the inside of my feet, so that's probably why. So I bought this kit for cleaning suede leather, and it came with a wired brush. The instructions said to give it a nice clean with the wire brush first, so I'm just going over the surface with this brush, giving it a nice scrub. I think it's just there to get rid of any loose dirt, and I think it roughs up the suede itself. It roughs up the surface so that when I use the liquid cleaner on it afterwards, it can get in there and do its job. So just give it a good scrub all over. I wasn't sure how well this was going to get it, so I just kept going in the hopes that it was going to be better. So after checking some reviews on Amazon for different types of suede cleaner, I found this one. It said it was safe and non-toxic. It's just a foaming soap cleaner, and what you do is you're supposed to apply a little bit to the cloth that comes with it, and use that to rub it all over the suede. So I started with the tongue, and gave that a really good scrub. I think the wax from the laces really got into the leather, and it made it really dark, and really wasn't very pretty. So I gave that a really good scrub. I was really surprised this soap smells really good. I think it's got lavender in it. It smells amazing. My whole office area just smelled like lavender all day while I was working with this stuff. Okay, so I start working on the outside of my left boot, and that's where it was the dirtiest. So I figured start with the worst skate, and put lots of energy into this left boot. And then the rest of the scrubbing would be a bit of a breeze. So I gave it a really good scrub, as good as I could get it. There was a little bit of blue coming off onto the cloth, but I don't think that was the dye actually coming up. I think that was from the little bits of suede that detached when I was scrubbing the leather with the wire brush. So I wasn't too worried about the dye actually coming out or anything. I really tried to get into every little nook and cranny around the eyelets and the little hooks, and I think it's paid off. You can really see on the cloth when I'm showing the camera, there's quite a bit of dirt that's coming up as well. It's pretty disgusting. So I left the skates to dry overnight, and that seemed to be long enough to get the cleaner to evaporate off of them. They looked a bit darker than how it started off, and I kind of expected this. The instructions said that you should use the wire brush again to bring up the nap of the suede leather after they've dried. So rather than using the metal brush that came with my suede cleaning kit, I had this other suede brush, which yes has a metal brush on it, but the other side has these like knobbly things that are meant for cleaning suede as well, and I thought that actually had a much better result, and just helped to gently bring up the nap of the skate boot. So just like the first time through, it went all over the skate, and gave it a little brush with this funny bumpy brush, and I think that really helped to make them look really nice. Okay, so these skates aren't looking too bad. Yes, they're not perfect, but I don't think perfect is possible anymore given how thoroughly I have trashed them. But overall, not looking too bad. The outside of the boot is gonna look worse, the inside actually not too bad. The heels, surprisingly, again, I'm really surprised this isn't too bad, but there is that bit of wear on the back of the left heel. But considering these skates are 3 years old and I've been really hard on them, I'm really surprised at how well that they've stood up. So yay, Moxis! Okay, so now that the boots are clean, I'm going to start to rebuild my skates. And this is the fun bit, I think. So to start this rebuild process, I'm going to take my CIB wheels off my trucks. So once the wheels are off the trucks, I'm going to go ahead and sandwich them between some cushions and some cushion end caps, and stick them on the kingpins, and put the nut on and screw them all in place. So that's actually not too much work. Okay, I now have naked skates. The wheels that I decided to get are an outdoor wheel. They're made by Radar and they are the Solar Zen. They're 62 millimeters in diameter, so they're a taller wheel, but they're only 32 millimeters wide. This is thinner than the smoke wheels that came with my Moxi Lollies originally. The hardness is an 85A, so it's a good balance between the super soft wheels like the 78As, but also the harder wheels like the ones in the 90s and 100. They're meant for outdoor recreational skating, so I think they're going to be a really good in-between wheel. They'll be good for lots of different skating surfaces. So using my bearing press, I put my bearings into these wheels. If you've watched my video on how to clean your bearings, these are the same ones that I've used in that video. Now that I've put the bearings in my wheels, it's time to actually put them on my skates. And I would definitely do this part next, because otherwise you might end up marking up your table, or you'll have axles digging into your legs if you decide to put your laces on and toe guards on at this point. So yeah, definitely put your wheels on first, because no one wants a marked up table and no one wants axles in their legs. But it's a pretty quick process, and it really helps to see like the whole thing kind of starting to come together. I really like the yellow with the lake blue color scheme. I think that was really cute. Okay, once I've got the wheels on the skates, it really just becomes a matter of putting the toe stops on with the toe guards and getting them all laced up. The toe covers that I got were made by a friend, and you can find her shop on Etsy. She is the Holy Bale, and I'll put a link in the description for you. The toe stops that I got are the Kaya Cherry Bomb toe stops. I picked the lemon or yellow color. They're a bit more vibrant and fluorescent than I thought they were going to be. I thought they were going to be a little bit more sedate and lemony. I took the toe stop nut and washer off my old toe stops, and I actually found that they were still filthy. I hadn't washed these yet, and I ended up getting dirty grease all over my fingers. And what I ended up doing, because I didn't want to get grease all over my nice new clean skates, and because the toe stops are a really pale yellow, and I definitely didn't want to get any dirty grease on my toe covers. So I took the washer and the nut and just cleaned them off with a bit of rubbing alcohol on some tissue. Okay, so now that my nut and washer are all nice and clean and completely degreased, I just have to put them on the toe stop. And if you've done any sort of like toe stop adjustment, you know this is a pretty simple process. You just put the nut on about where you want your toe stop to be. I actually like my toe stops to be quite short so that they're nice and out of the way. And then you just layer up your toe stop with the washer and the toe guard, and just screw the toe stop into the skate. And don't forget to go back and tighten it up. And I will be showing in another video coming soon on how to set up your skate if you've either got brand new skates, or if you've got skates that you've been doing some adjustments to, or you know, you just want to make sure that they're nicely, safely set up, because if your skates aren't adjusted, there's a chance that they could be unsafe. And yes, now we have toe guards and toe stops on our skates with wheels, and we're nearly done. We just need to put the laces on. The laces that I'm putting on these skates are made by Derby Laces, and these are the Spark Glitter Skate Laces. They're really cute, and I've picked lemon yellow. So it took me a few times to decide on how I wanted to actually lace up my skates. I'm still not 100% on them, but I kind of wanted to try something a little bit different from what I had done previously. So rather than just doing the lace across the two holes at the front on the toe guard, I decided to do a bit of a V shape. So it was a bit of trial and error, but I think the lacing looks really cute, and I really like these sparkly laces. I think they're really fun, and I think they help to give the skate a bit of sparkle and pizzazz. So yeah, that's my new skate setup. I'm really excited about these. I think they're really cute. I really like the yellows with the blue. I think they're really cute, and I think the sparkly laces just help make them stand out a little bit more. And I promise that I will keep these skates looking nice and pristine. I did have to wipe off a little bit of grease that had gotten onto the toe cover, but it just wiped right off, so they don't look too bad now. Thanks for watching this video. Let me know in the comments if you had to clean up your skates after some hard wear and tear, and let me know how they turned out. Please like this video and subscribe to GeekGirlSkates for more skate videos. That's all for now, and keep roller skating.